Welcome to Bible Reader Companion. Our Bible readings this week are Galatians chapters 5 and 6, Ephesians, all 6 chapters, and the book of Philippians chapters 1 and 2. Our memory verse for this week is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11, which in the New King James Version says, "Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." I want to look at this verse today in context. So let's back up to verse 10. "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand." If you continue reading, Paul goes on to define the various pieces of the armor of God, and perhaps in another discussion we'll look at some of those. I want us to stop for just a moment and think about this concept by itself of putting on the armor of God that we may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Several things come to mind in this. The first is understanding our adversary. We need to understand who we're facing. We're standing against the wiles of the devil. He talks about the fact that we're fighting a spiritual battle. You know, we worry a lot in our society about the physical things. We worry about our money. We worry about politics. We worry about our health. We worry about our weight. And there are a lot of physical battles that we fight. And that's not to say that all of these things are not something of concern. But there is a far more significant battle that is taking place. And the reason it is far more significant is because it goes beyond this life. All the other things that we talked about can only affect us in this life. Who our next president is can have an impact on us for the next 4 to 8 years. Who our Congress is, who our lawmakers are, who the judges are. To the most, it will affect us until the day that we die, or those are removed from office and things change. But they're all temporary. As far as our weight is concerned, or our health is concerned, as much as we're concerned about that, and as much as we worry about that, it is still a temporary thing. And Jesus, over and over again, talked about the fact that we should not be absorbed in being overwhelmed with the financial side of this life, because, to use a phrase we hear often, you can't take it with you. When this life ends, whatever you've gained stays here. So as we fight all of those other battles, how much time do we take preparing for and arming ourselves for the spiritual battle? And that comes to the second point of this verse. So the first part is understanding our adversary, who may be able to stand against the wiles, the smarts, the sneakiness, the wisdom, the trickery of the devil. Secondly, put on the whole armor of God. Make sure not that just we're a little bit prepared, not that we're just partially prepared, but that we are fully prepared. Put on the whole armor of God. He doesn't say just put on a few pieces. He doesn't say put on pieces some days. He doesn't say put on a piece this day and another piece another day. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand. Are we taking seriously our need to prepare for our battle with the devil? You know, we may wake up every day and think about the battles we have to fight at work. We may think about the battles we have to fight with our friends. We may think about the battles we have to fight amongst other things. But how much time, how much effort do we put in the one most singularly most significant battle that we will ever face? Our battle against the devil. And there's only one thing that will protect us in that battle, and that is the armor of God. Are you putting it on? Are you understanding what it is? Are you doing what Ephesians 6:11 says? Put on the whole armor of God, that you may stand against the wiles of the devil. Hope you will think on these things and join us again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook for more content like this.